Like the pine trees lining the winding road, I've got a name, I've got a name. Like the singing bird and the croaking toad, I've got a name, I've got a name. And I carry it with me like my daddy did, but I'm living the dream that he kept here. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Like a north wind whistling down the sky, I've got a song, I've got a song. Like a whippoorwill and the babies cry, I've got a song, I've got a song. And I carry it with me and I sing it loud. If it gets me nowhere, I go there proud. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Minds, but they can't change me. I've got a dream, I've got a dream. Oh, I know I could share it if you want me to. If you're going my way, I'll go with you. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by.
easy. Two hearts slowly breaking, living the highs and lows. I'm keeping busy. Don't know if we're worth saving. Are we meant to be, or are we second guessing? Would you stay with me if the world was ending? If the world was ending. It's getting late, wanna fade away into the ocean waves. I don't wanna stay carrying this weight that will never go away. Are we falling deep, or are we just pretending? Would you stay with me if the world was ending? Are we meant to be, or are we second guessing? Would you stay with me if the world was ending? If the world was ending.
I never read it in a book, I never saw it on a show, but I heard it in the alley on the weird radio. If you want a drink of water, you got to get it from a well. If you want to get to heaven, you got to raise a little hell. I never felt it in my feet, I never felt it in my soul, but I heard it in the alley, now it's in my rock and roll. If you wanna know a secret,
don't say I'll go, 'cause you know that you're my life. So when the nights are cold and you're all alone, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. And when the story's told, shadow all your bones, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. Like a bird, I am free, free to have you next to me. Say a word, dream a dream, we can change reality. So when the nights are cold and you're all alone, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. And when the story's told, shatter all your bones, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. When the truth kicks in and the night brings you to your knees, tears release. When you confess your sins and fire burns under your feet, your soul screams, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. So when the nights are cold and you're all alone, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. And when the story's told, shatter all your bones, I'll bring you home, 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 I'll bring you home. They won't bring us down, I'll bring you home. We will stand our ground, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. When the path's unclear, I'll bring you home. You don't have to fear, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. There's a ray of light, I'll bring you home. It will be alright, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home, I'll bring you home. You will hear me say, I'll bring you home. It will be okay, I'll bring you home.
Finding a base to grow up smart. There's nothing like being far away from home to understand how it's like. Even the phone calls didn't work. Future plans, success and glory blows your mind. Blows your mind. Strange days have found us. We have to let them go. Next time we're here, ready, 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 for so long, ready. So I feel like a walk, that's when I walk. So I sleep not, but I continue dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. past.